Kat from Kattalestv outside the Los Angeles criminal courthouse where Suge Knight had a hearing in regards to one of his many cases. This one's about threats that he made behind bars with the help of his attorney, Matthew Fletcher. He's been accused of conspiring with his attorney while he's in jail to not only threaten people but to engage in paying people off to act as witnesses for his murder case. So, even though he's behind bars for multiple crimes already, he's being accused of, again, making more threats, doing more crime while he's discussing things with his attorney. And I also, while he was in court, he came in yelling at another attorney, asking where his attorney was. Mr. Fletcher, because he's involved in this particular case of allegedly discussing illegal activities with Mr. Knight, has been substituted by a new lawyer, a Dominique E. Banos. So she's taking over this particular case, and what's fascinating as an observer is Mr. Knight has so many cases that it gets very confusing and things change in a drop of a hat. Sometimes they're discussing multiple cases at the same time, and sometimes they're discussing one case. And then you'll be in one courtroom and then you'll find out they decided to change that courtroom to another courtroom on a different floor. So, like I said, for a novice who doesn't normally go to court, it's fascinating to see what transpires in regards to someone who has such a prolific criminal career as Mr. Knight. I don't remember if I said this already, but when he came to the courtroom today, of course he's wearing his orange jumpsuit, his hands are shackled, the chains are jingling, and he came in yelling and showing his dominance, and then he had to leave because his case wasn't ready yet because his attorney wasn't there. So when he came back, like 30 minutes later, during the parts of the hearing, he turned his body towards the back of the room where he was communicating with somebody, and he had to be told by one of the sheriff's deputies not to do that. So here you have a person who's a unrepentant criminal using the court time to communicate with his people in court. One of the things that I do is I talk to a lot of people, and a lot of professional people in the criminal system. One of the people I spoke to today, I was asking, how come Mr. Knight isn't being tried by a federal court? And they said they don't know. And they were saying, it's frustrating on their eyes how many people get away with crimes in LA County. It's different, they said, compared to Orange County. For instance, they gave me an example. A gang member was accused of murder, tried in LA County, got off. That same person, months later, was a lookout for a robbery. And just by doing that in Orange County, he got 25 years. So they also told me that if a person's a celebrity in Los Angeles County, they get better deals. Suge Knight has access to the top defense attorneys, even though he says he's broke. Criminals here get access to speedy trials. The victims do not. And every time that he commits a crime, even behind bars, he gets more time to go to court, more chances to talk to people while he's in court, communicate with them, pass out messages or whatever he's doing verbally or with his eyes. And that's just the way it goes. So it's almost like the more crimes he commits, the more time he gets to stall and to communicate with people while he's in court. He gets television time, he gets more publicity, and his star meter goes up. Meanwhile, the victims get exhausted because they have to go to work. They don't have time to go to court every day per se. And it just seems like it's unbalanced when it comes to justice. So these are just things that I've noticed. And thanks for watching. This is Kat from Kattalestv outside the courthouse in Los Angeles. Thanks. Bye.